Michael was a lawyer, a successful one, at least from the outside. He had the title, the office, the paycheck. He knew how to argue a case, negotiate a deal, and look confident in a courtroom. But when the suit came off and the door closed behind him at the end of the day, something inside felt painfully quiet. He wasn't unhappy, but he wasn't alive either. He started wondering if this was all there was. Wake up, work, go home, sleep, repeat. It felt like he was living someone else's life. He used to think purpose came from achievement, from winning, from recognition. But something was missing, and he couldn't name it. One night, after another long day at the office, Michael was scrolling through his phone when he saw a video. A man was singing on a busy street, eyes closed, completely lost in the music. There was something so raw, so free about it. Michael watched in silence, then watched it again and again. It wasn't the voice that moved him, it was the feeling. It reminded him of something he hadn't thought about in years. He used to sing. As a teenager, he'd sing in the church choir, at family gatherings, in the car when no one was around. It was never about being the best, it was about the joy. And somewhere along the way, he let it go, replaced it with what the world called real life. That night, a thought came to him, quiet but persistent. What if this version of success wasn't his? What if the life he built wasn't the one he was meant to live? He searched for open mic nights, just to look, he told himself, just curiosity. But that Friday, he walked into a small cafe with trembling hands and a racing heart. When he stepped up to the microphone, he almost walked away, but then he started to sing. His voice cracked, his hands shook, but something opened in him. By the end of the song, he was smiling. Not because he was great, but because he felt right. He started going every week. Then he wrote a song of his own. Then came small gigs, little crowds, and late nights filled with music instead of emails. He didn't quit being a lawyer right away. He didn't throw his life away. But everything began to change, because now he had something that fed his soul, something that made him feel like he wasn't just existing, he was living. The strangest part? That video that woke everything up? He could never find it again. Not in his history, not anywhere. Like it came just for him at exactly the right time. Michael thought purpose was something you had to chase, but he learned that sometimes it's something you remember. Something you buried because the world told you to grow up, be responsible, be practical. But deep down, that voice never really left. It just waited for him to come back. If you're feeling lost, maybe it's not because you're failing. Maybe it's because your heart is trying to speak to you. And maybe, just maybe, the thing you loved when you were young, the thing that made you feel free, still holds the key. Michael didn't become famous. He didn't throw everything away, but he found his spark again, and it made all the difference. Let this be your reminder. You're not too late. You're not too far gone. You're not lost. You're just waiting to sing again. If this story touched your heart, there are more stories waiting for you. Stories to awaken something deep inside you. Stories to remind you who you really are. Keep watching, keep learning, keep coming back to yourself.